Hey, good evening. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Daniel. I was a professional opera singer and beatboxer, and tonight we're going to be listening to Dan Vasc perform My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. So, this was a donation request from Susan Southard. I deeply appreciate this request, and I'm really excited to jump into more Dan. Y'all have been really asking for a lot of more Dan and Tommy recently. Not that I'm really complaining, I love them, but man, like, I covered a lot of musicians on this channel, and I just constantly keep getting these same guys, so again, not complaining. I love these guys, but it's just really interesting to think about. I'm really excited to jump into this. I've only heard this song a few times in my life, the first time being the Titanic. So this will be a really interesting experience. I have no idea how Dan is gonna metalify this song, so I'm excited. I hope you are as well. So without any further delay, let's jump into it. Yeah! So clean with it. Ah! Oh my gosh! Just immediately, man, after that musical interlude, the way that Dan walks up to the mic right when you start feeling, oh my gosh, this tempo just picked up dramatically, and all of a sudden you see Dan's pep in his step just approaching that mic. You feel this energy just rapidly coming towards you. Oh my gosh, I love that sensation. Really great performance technique, and it just works so well with the arrangement itself. Amazing. Yeah! Yeah! Beautiful vibrato. Oh my gosh, I love that grittiness in his voice that he just incorporates on very specific notes just to add a little bit of stress there, but nothing too histrionic. It fits so well within the cadences themselves. And his diction, it's so clear and so exact, and I can understand every word he's saying. It's just, chef's kiss, dude. I love this. Love it so much. Ah, yeah! I want to hear that again. That was so good. So well synced. Okay. What he just did there, it sounded nice. But that rapid shaking of his mandible there, or his lower jaw, even though it looks very loose, that kind of, to me, shows a loss of control in his facial muscles, which can overall lead to tongue tension or facial tension, specifically jaw tension, obviously, but that can overall restrict the breath in your body, because your whole body is one massive instrument, essentially. Singing isn't just breathing in through the lungs and having music come out. Singing is, as you breathe and expand your diaphragm, your legs are slightly bent, one foot slightly in front of the other. You're letting the breath charge from the ground through the soles of your feet, up your legs, and expanding that diaphragm. And this is the mental imagery that I try to tell my students as well. And this is what I was also taught when I started voice as well, where the more you can visualize your entire body taking in oxygen, the more charged it can be to not just intake more air, but the more conscious you are about what your body is doing, how you can relax certain parts of your body in order to allow the breath to flow more freely and allow it to vocalize and resonate more and have it be targeted and directed more, so you can have it be more resonant, so you can have it pierce to the audience, to the very back row, and overall create a more audibly satisfying musical experience. The more you can tune yourself into the idea that singing is a full body experience, and the more you become aware of everything that your body is doing while singing and thinking about a million other things that's happening while singing, the easier it'll be to actually create a more beautiful, more robust, and more dominating sound. So at certain times, even though something might sound beautiful like it did here, but you visually see that there's either a loss of control in rapid jaw movement or a particular tensing of the body in some ways, that is something to really keep in mind, because it might not sound like a problem at one point in the song, but a loss of control at one point can lead to loss of control at other point, which actually can affect sound down the line. So it really is just something to consider and think about as you're performing it. But in this particular case, as I was mentioning, it didn't affect the sound that greatly, so I'm not going to be too harsh on it. I just saw this as a good opportunity to talk about it. Ah, that's, yeah. Nice. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of alluding to before, where the breath there became a little uneven. More, where it felt a little bit more forced instead of his normal smooth vibrato. And I know he's capable of that smooth vibrato because, one, he's done it in so many of his other pieces, but two, he just did it at the very beginning of the piece on his first sustained note with vibrato, and it was very smooth and beautiful. So I know he's capable of it. He might just get a little bit lost into the tempo and the energy of the piece, which I completely understand. I also easily get lost in the music when I'm performing too, which is all the more reason why it's that much more important to be conscious about what it is you're doing, how you're breathing, how your body is engaging with the music, so you don't end up losing these bits of control. But that being said, I'm coming at this from a classical perspective, obviously, because that's where all of my training originated from and where I excel in singing. And this is obviously a different style of music, so the same rules don't apply. These are just things to really think about when you're performing in order to maximize the overall sound quality of the piece. And with all of that said, I love Dan's energy. I love how passionate he is into this music. You can feel this fervent, overwhelming energy just constantly being pushed through the screen, and it's just so great. I love being able to connect with musicians that are so passionate about their music. It really makes me feel good as an artist, connecting with another artist who's passionate. It makes my heart really happy. So I love that, and don't lose any of that energy, Dan. I really dig it. Great. And that stallion name, dude. Love can touch us one time and last all a lifetime and never let go till we're gone. Oh, I actually love this dynamic control he has here. He went from this more forte or loud volume into a mezzo forte. It's very subtle where you get this loud volume into a medium loud volume, but it really does make an impact, especially when there's not a ton of dynamic contrast in the piece, that when you do hear it, it is noticeable, and it does add a nice contrast to the rest of the cadential phrases to add even more momentum outside of just the notes themselves that are generating momentum, or the drums generating momentum, but the actual flow and contrast in that dynamic range is really critical to the flow of the piece as well. So I love the fact that Dan took the time to consider that. Love is when I love to, one true time I hold you in my life when love. Yeah! And that's exactly what I was referring to in the post-analysis of the initial reaction. By the way, check out the link in the description below for my Patreon to see the full reaction and analysis of this piece. But just the fact that Dan is able to mimic the electric guitar there with this beautiful head voice mix, belt-esque, like, power yell, just it's really hard to identify exactly what that was, but it was just such a beautiful vibrato, replicated that electric guitar beautifully, creates this nice uniformity to the piece. I love it when they can replicate each other, the electric guitar and the voice. It's just amazing. Yeah! Yeah, love those ornaments. Yeah! Amazing. Woo! This is crazy, dude. He's shredding. Oh, I'm sweating, dude. Oh, the precision! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, what a ride that is. Dan always delivers on these pieces, let me tell you. He's just constantly putting in maximum effort, maximum energy into every single piece, and that just really makes me love and respect him as an artist. Just the fact that in these pieces where he's able to just sing and focus all of his energy into one melodic line and feel the energy of the rest of the band coming in and delivering on their own execution where he can just focus on his own thing. You just really feel all 100% Dan in those moments. And it's just, it makes my heart so happy, dude. Dan, brother, great job, man. It's yet again another incredible piece where you put your all into it and it really paid off. Amazing job. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If y'all liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like it, please leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments. I do read all of the comments, even if I may not hear a reply to them, so please know that your comments do not go unnoticed. My live streams are currently Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you guys would like to stop by and say hey or ask any questions about myself or the channel, I'd be more than happy to be there for you guys. Thank you again, Susan Southard, for this donation request. And if you guys would like me to react to a particular song request, my Patreon, my Venmo, and my PayPal are all links in the description below. And feel free to check those out and leave a comment describing the song that you would like me to react to, and I'll be sure to add it to the list. I do have a wait list for different songs right now, and I'm trying to power through all of them. I do make a ton of music throughout all of this, but I have a very strict release schedule that I really want to commit to. So I apologize that it's going to take a little while, but if you guys would like, and please just let me know, I will absolutely just send you the link of the video when the video is done edited, so you specifically can get the link, and then I will put it out on Patreon and YouTube accordingly. I want to take this time to appreciate all of you being here. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you so much. And I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.